Hi guys, my presentation is on Black Girl Dangerous. How did I find out about Black Girl Dangerous? So, last semester when I took the class with Katie, she told me that she had a blog. So, I started following it. And on January 27th, I got an email about a scary link. Let's check and see what that video was about.
I remember the first time I kissed her lips. As my heart began to flip, all more convictions beginning to rip. I grabbed the hips and kissed the bottom lips because I always wanted to try it. For many years, the enemy infiltrated my thoughts with homosexual merchandise, and that day I decided to buy it, but he tricked me. He had me thinking I could just try it one time to see what it was like and I could move on, but it didn't work like that. 1 year into me, him, hers relationship, my gender did a flip like that. Sports, brawls over breast wife, beater over chest white, tea over rest. Now the organs that qualify me as a woman lay flat as my back was turned to the king. I'm wearing boxes as if I got something dangling in between, but nope, I'm still a queen. It seems that the outward exterior is often shaped by the inward with the scale of our self-esteem, and mine was low.
The video was called My Life as a Stud. I wanted to know what stud meant, so I did some research. And from my research, I found out that there was a whole culture that I was unfamiliar with. So I thought, this should be my topic for my cultural lurking project. While at the GCTE conference, I talked to Stephanie about my research and my experience with watching the video that Katie had posted, and she suggested Black Girl Dangerous. Black Girl Dangerous is a non-profit project of writer Mia McKenzie, who identifies as feminist and queer. Mia decided to start the blog because she felt that black people were always perceived as threatening. So Mia took her dangerousness, remade it, reshaped it, and retold it as a tool of expression. In addition to Mia's postings, there are other contributing writers who post as well. If there are any individuals who identify with the QTPOC community, which is the queer, trans, people of color community, there is a section called Say That, where they can post their rants, rages, and expressions. Black Girl Dangerous Mia McKenzie was listed on Color Girl Confidential blog as one of the 23 fierce female bloggers in 2013. The postings on Black Girl Dangerous deal with the issues of sexuality, feminism, black history, power, religion, privilege, and many more. Terms that I thought were relevant when reading the postings are POC, which was people of color, TWOC, trans women of color, QTPOC, queer trans people of color, femme, which is a lesbian who is notably or stereotypically feminine in appearance and manner, trans with an asterisk behind it, which includes all of the identities within the gender identity spectrum. Without the asterisk, it is applied to trans men and trans women. And the last one was WOC, which was women of color. So my takeaways and reflections. One of my reflections occurred when I was reading a posting by a black male who was disabled and identified as femme. And it made me think about my privileges that I do not recognize each day, which are Christian, heterosexual, and able-bodied. My second reflection occurred throughout just reading all of the postings, where every time I read there was a new acronym that I did not know, and my head started hurting. But I thought about it. Was my head really hurting, or was I just being stubborn and unwilling to learn about a new culture? Another reflection, which is more like a reminder to me, occurred when I was reading about a woman who practiced Hinduism, and when she was 11 or 12 in school, she was upset at her teacher because she felt that her teacher had no right to tell the students about Hinduism. To me, it just reminded me of the situation or position that I will be put into, and that you always just have to be aware and understanding of others' cultures. I will end with a quote from Maya McKenzie's novel, The Summer We Got Free. "Don't tell me what I am," she said. "I get to say what I am."